Hey, and welcome back to Ferocious Education. This is Ed. Today I'm going to be talking a little bit about the next move that is going to happen in the market, and I'm going to be going backwards to a bit of my prediction on Thursday going to Friday, and that we have actually seen that it actually ended a little bit on a positive note. However, this movement is not as strong as I would like it to be, but I've also said whether a slower or shorter bleeding, or perhaps a bullish kick. Now, going through my research, I've done quite a bit, and so I'm looking here at first at SAP 500 index, and I want to point out something here. I'm just gonna put a little bit of pattern lines and channel lines and a bit of Fibonacci retreatment, and I'm gonna go a little bit over the different volumes that is put there, just to try to give a little bit of an assessment. Now, I'm per se not a bull or a bear in that sense. I'm just trying to figure out, is it safe for me to invest on Monday for anything for more than a 2-day hold? Now, I'm playing at this point all pharma companies because that's very important. For instance, if a second wave hits, which one is the most to benefit out of and not crumble apart? Most likely pharma companies. So let's take a quick look here. I'm going to try to make it as fast as I can to make the video a bit shorter. So drawing now a channel, I'm going to be taking a quick look around this period here. You can get to see, well, we can just say that it's somewhere around here. You can get to see that the channel has been following a good trend so far, and what we're looking here is a little bit of a dangerous step that it has taken. We can start to see that there's a bit of a price action that was actually below this channel. Now, yes, we've seen it around here for 1 day, but this is almost going into a 2-day decrease of the channel, and that's very dangerous. Whether if we get a green Monday, this will dictate the next move. Although I want to show a little bit of different indexes, as they all show a little bit of same information but at a different scale. The Nasdaq one is very important, so hold on until you see it. Now, the next thing I'm going to be looking at, and I'm going to draw it over it here, Fibonacci retracement. So taking the highest point and dropping it to around the lowest point here. Let me actually remove this channel. Okay, so you can see around the 61.8% mark. It happens to be as well a good support and a good resistance here that has become support, but stock has not yet dropped to that support, and it seems to be a massive drop that it has gone. So you can see it took almost an entire month to kind of cross into what the price that it has gone to almost erase everything it has gone. So this week has been considered a little bit one of the worst weeks that we've seen this far. Now, looking at this, I've gone before and I've said we haven't seen 4-day Reddit ticker. We could see next Monday. We've seen it once before, the 4 red candles. Now you can see here they usually go 2 candles, whatnot on SAP, but only 4 ones that I can see yet on this graph is this period here. Of course, you get a dead cat bounce, and some stocks has bounced in Friday, but it was a very, very weak recovery. So that's very important to take a look at. Now, I've moved my positions from Wednesday being at 100%, 80%. Thursday, I try to average down as much as I can, and I was started with 100, finished with around 75, and on Friday, I am only 35-40% into positions in the market. And I'm trying to look into having no long-term positions or very short, whether day trading or scalping positions. That's very important for me. Now, taking a quick look here, as we can see, there's different supports around here. It has not been tested yet. Let's take a quick look into now. Whoops. There we go. Alrighty. Now, I have drawn different things here just for kind of the looks of it, but kind of get back to the channel. Kind of drawn this before. Say this right for me. Yep, so we can see it's still within. It has not broken it on the Dow Jones, but if you look into trend lines, we'll see that that trend line has actually been broken. So if you look into more of something here, it has gone very close to breaking it. Now, Nasdaq broke it, so I will go to that in a second. Let's take a quick look at the Fibonacci retracement levels. Oh, skipped quarantine. You can see that it has actually broken out that level. 61.8% out of 25,233 that it established before. Now, that's not a support. The next support is going to be at this following level. This is the next support it's going to be seeing, which is 24,687. Now, how fast can it see it? Depending on what the movement is on Monday, you can get to see whether it's going to test that support or not, because it has never been tested before. This was previously a resistance, and you can see here on this exact line, we've seen a very similar action happen around here. We can get to see a little bit of a dead cat bounce, and that's what I'm trying to count on in order to try to liquidate a little bit of my longer positions. Now, taking another look here into Nasdaq. Perfect. All right, so this is a channel I drew before. Let's take a little bit of a closer look around here. You can get to see that Nasdaq has actually gone to an all-time high, and that's not very sustainable in my point of view. But what it has always also done is it broke that channel that it has been going for quite a bit now. And this here is a more dangerous one because it's the second day it has gone. Now, the only way for it to reach back and correct itself is if it reaches back into the region, I would say, close to the 9,900 or around the 10,000 mark. Now, that's quite a bit of recovery for it to do. So we have to really look into what the futures are saying, but the futures right now do not look good as if from this exact moment. Let's look into Fibonacci retracement. One of the weird charts where I have to do the Fibonacci retracement from. Right. It has not tested now the 78.6. Remember, the other ones have been around 61.8, but the Nasdaq index hasn't seen a massive red in this week. It's just have seen it only on Thursday and Friday. That hasn't seen it in earlier on the week. In fact, it was actually still on a bull run. So that's a bit of weird situation that you're having because usually they all trade on the same trend or very similar. But once it hits hard as a red market, it does hit all around. So we can get to see that it has around 78.6. It has not tested that, but it's been testing a bit of a weak support at 94,921 that has happened here. The next actual support that it has tested before would be around 93,400, which is also very dangerous because we don't see a support at a closer level. Perhaps you can argue that this is for a 9,550 that it has seen around this area here. But I would still say it's more of a weaker support in that sense. So that's been a little bit of my review on it. Now, from my own perspective, is I'm gonna be very cautious. So my game plan, my trading style has changed significantly after seeing Thursday. And it was more of a wake-up call, especially with cases rising everywhere, that the market can actually retreat in any second. So that's been a bit my view into what the market is. My opinion is, as I said, I'm going to be very cautious. I'm going to still play the game. I'm going to still try to squeeze a little bit of money, but that's more towards on scalping, maybe hot sectors, a bit more pharma. So I'm all pharma right now. I'm not touching oil at this point, entertainment or luxury kind of stocks, or not even physical entertainment or hotels or that kind of commodities. So that's been my overview. Please mention what your thoughts is in the comment below. Like, share, and subscribe. Have a good day.